the Lakers will trade D'Angelo Russell and a second-round pick for Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma will help the Lakers win another championship. If you're the Lakers, man, Kyle Kuzma could be a great option. He's familiar with the Lakers system, was drafted by the Lakers many years ago, contributed to that championship that they had in the bubble. He rocks with LeBron. He says great things about the Lakers organization. He throws little shots out there that he would like to play with the Lakers over the last few years on Twitter, but nothing has been able to work out, and he's just been in Washington, not putting up the best numbers this year. 15 points, couple rebounds, couple assists. So these are lows for him since his time in LA. So I don't know what's going on with Washington. It's hard to keep your focus in that area. They're a losing franchise. After the Bradley Beal and the Wall experiment, that era is pretty much a wrap. Washington Wizards, they're lucky to win 5 to 10 games per year. You got Jordan Poole out there, decent, but isn't really going to do anything. Their draft pick from the 2024, not really doing anything. So they're just going to continue to lose ball games. But if you're the Wizards, do you want to try to get out of that Kyle Kuzma contract? Take a D'Angelo Russell that's only owed for this year. He's a free agent next year. With Kyle Kuzma, you still got to pay him for next year and the year after. So he's not going to be a free agent until the 2027-2028 season. So do you really want to pay another $40 million for Kyle Kuzma, or just pay a D'Angelo Russell for the remainder of the year, the 18, 19 million, whatever he's owed, and be done with it? And then you get a second round pick. Maybe the Lakers can try to negotiate that because they're taking in a player that has years left on his contract with the Kyle Kuzma, and then we're giving you a player that's going to be a free agent in the summertime. So do we really need to give you a second round pick? We're going to be spending more money over the next few years with Kyle Kuzma. That may entice the Wizards only because if you're the Lakers, if you want to have a sense of urgency and want to win a championship this year, maybe you get a Kyle Kuzma. Maybe you have to give up that second round pick. So that's some things to think about if you're the Lakers, but just overall fit for the team, Kyle Kuzma, he's a way better option right now than a D'Angelo Russell. You need a big body if you're the Lakers. You need someone that's 6'10", 240, 250, that can body up, that can get rebounds, that can be a playmaker. But most importantly, you need a player that can generate offense. All you got right now is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's it. Then you got Austin Reeves. He's a playmaker. He's decent, but he's not there yet consistently. You got a Dalton Connect, is a rookie, but if you get another player that can generate offense, that's going to give Dalton Connect even more wide open shots. So that's something to think about as well. So in my opinion, if you're the Lakers, you got to make this trade. Even though your chances of winning a championship, they're 50-50. There's no set in stone team in the Western Conference that can come out. You got the Timberwolves that are like the 10th or 11th seed, so they haven't really been playing good this season. The Dallas Mavericks, they're struggling. They're trying to get their rhythm back. So the top 4 teams that you had last year in the West, now they're fighting like the 4th, 5th, 6th seed, the 7th, 8th seed, even the 10th and 11th seed. So you got those top teams that are now at the bottom. So if you're the Lakers, if you make a decent trade, get some great team chemistry going, generate some offense, another playmaker, the Lakers can move up in the Western Conference. So it doesn't really have to just be a no trade at the trade deadline or even before. The Lakers, they need to really consider bringing Kyle Kuzma back on this team. Again, another familiar face. AD, LeBron, they rock with you. The organization, they rock with you. Nothing but great things to say about Kyle Kuzma, but they just had to do whatever they had to do to get Russell Westbrook at the time, which ended up being a terrible mistake. So you lose a Kuzma, you lose a Caruso, you lose a KCP in order to get a Westbrook on the team. But this is a way to kind of, right a little bit of your wrongs and get a Kyle Kuzma on this team. D'Lo, you're not missing anything with him. Really an up and down player, solid player, but just too inconsistent. The Lakers don't need that right now. Maybe a team like the Wizards, you get an inconsistent D'Lo, they'll lose a few more games and have a chance to get a number 1 draft pick. That's what you're looking for if you're the Wizards. You don't want a big-time player in return. You're just trying to get a lot of draft picks. You're just trying to get contracts off the books. You don't really want to do too many major things for the Wizards for the next few years until they can fully rebuild this team out. They're still in rebuild mode, and getting a D'Lo and losing a Kuzma and maybe getting a second-round pick, that's perfect if you're the Washington Wizards. I know the money doesn't really match up. Kuzma's making about 22, 23. D'Lo's making about 18 mil. So there's like a $4 to $5 million difference. Maybe throwing Hood Schifino, throwing Jackson Hayes, throwing a player making 3 or 4 million, make the money match up. Throwing a pick if you have to. You got Kyle Kuzma back on this team. If you're the Lakers, you play a lot better than you're playing now with this current group. Got to make some moves if you're the Lakers. LeBron James, father time is knocking. He's not playing the best consistently right now. So that means you need more talent. LeBron doesn't need to be the first option. He needs to be behind AD, be that second option. Or depending on who you bring in, maybe he can be a third option at certain times. Certain nights, he may be 15, 20 points, but he's good. Lakers won by 20 or 30 because they got a complete group. So you can make a lot more major moves if you can get some talent on this team. So we're going to see what happens moving forward if the Lakers get Kyle Kuzma. Like, subscribe, comment. Do you think this is a good trade? D'Angelo Russell and a second round pick to the Wizards for Kyle Kuzma. I want to know your thoughts about this. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.